Hello again. It's going to be another character tutorial for Slay the Spire. If you watched my first set of videos with Ironclad, you know generally what to do as far as your deck. Um, Try to keep it small, sometimes a larger deck is good. Everything is contextual in the Spire. But here, we're going to be dealing with not the Ironclad, Jesus, the Silent. Silent plays differently than the Ironclad. They have the largest starting deck out of all four characters, I should say. You might notice that they're not really going to be dealing a lot of damage. They're going to be blocking. It's central to this character. At least it is. Sometimes you'll have a deck that just deals so much damage you don't need to block. But here we are. So, I like fight. I don't like slime. I don't like Slime Boss or the Silent. What are I want to rest sites, I don't want to lead fights. So I'm probably going to be going up the left side here. We get a bunch of fights to pick up cards. We don't get much removal. There are two rest sites. There's an elite after a rest site. Yeah. Most of the time, and sometimes you can't help it, but most of the time you want to try to have a rest site or an elite. And if you can't, hey, that's fine. But keep this in mind. Common fights usually scale a little bit as you get farther up the map. Elite fights do not change throughout the act. So a Legovulin on floor 5, which never happened, floor 6, would be the same as a Legovulin right before this ending rest fight. So the farther up you go, the more prepared you should be. Let's start. What a rare card. Phantasmal color off the bat. Venom is good later game. First, you play a skill twice, but all I got right now is just defense and survivor. Just need block card to card. I think Phantasmal color. Act 1, all about damage. Could have blocked fully there, but I'm just using next turn to absolutely shred. Immediately getting potion. Now, I could absolutely just go another route. It's early enough to where I can decide where I want to go and go poison. Poison is one of my favorite builds, but I would like to build more off of Phantasmal Color. The Sucker Punch. Not a great card, but it's still a card that deals more damage and it has a rider effect of 1 week. Right. Basically, the silence equivalent of Bash is neutralized. It is cheaper than your normal cards, and it makes them weaker instead of taking damage. So here, instead of having to block twice to take 11 damage, and so I would block twice, take 1, I weaken it for free, play my survivor, a block, boom. You want to use your resources to keep them weak so you can chip away at them. Look, I get a free turn to play my Phantasmal Color with them. Doubles attack damage. Oil I'm not that much of a fan of. Backstab. Deck those. Oh, I can kill him right now. Eviscerate. I don't have a discard deck. Piercing Whale is actually really great. All enemies lose strength this turn, exhaust, but it is only good for 1 turn with the way the Hexagos function. Still gonna take it. Come in handy later for our fights. So let's see how this goes. it out. I'm going to take the 6 damage because next turn I make my fight. Slices, nice and neat. Don't need card draws. Don't need great attack. I'm actually gonna keep back. I'll play it. I should have played it. I would have killed him this turn. Would have dealt 8 and that 10, that 11 damage would have killed him. Oh. Greedy. Value is important in this Spire. Never important. Blade Dance instead. Blade Dance is add 3 shivs into your hand and deal 4 damage. You get deal 4 damage 3 times. They exhaust, so you don't get to use them again. But if you upgrade it, 4 I don't care about. Play Phantasmal Killer every single time it ends. I don't want to have to die because Phantasmal Killer is blocked. For the Sentries fights, I always take out one of the outer ones first. Usually the one with lesser. Taken out is artifact first. Isn't going to kill, so I'm going to pierce him. Lock. I could do something else here, like neutralize or defend. I definitely don't want to use Echo Potion. Take the hit. Take a hit here. Definitely want to take this one out. Yeah, he's attacking. But why would I kill him? Why would I attack him? The way sentries work is that they always, each sentry alternates between attack and daze. Attack and daze. And the outer one will attack on the same turn. Why you take one of the outer ones first. Perfect. How much block? Good. A boot. Whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, 5. We just got an increase on our shivs. Lovely. Speaking of shivs, here's something that I'm going to talk about. Corpse Explosion is most of the time, I mean, you could take this card on its own. The card is amazing. Still situational. But apply 6 poison, and the second debuff that the enemy gets is when the enemy dies, deal damage equal to its max HP to all enemies. This solves so many problems in the game where you have it solves one of the Act 3 bosses so easily. It solves most of the elites. It solves 2 of the elites in Act 2. If you actually grab this and fight multiple elites in Act 1, it'll solve the sentry fight. Yeah, it's 2 mana for 6 poison. My god. If you could just take one enemy out and then it kills all the others, yeah, why not take it? I'm not going to take it just because my build is not around it and it's way too early for it personally. This was just a PSA on it. Dagger for 5 damage. 5 again because of the boot. Happy flower frame. I'll wait until I have that's fantastic. Here we go. I spent a good amount of time on this. Ovulent fights, you want to deal damage. Tons of damage. And why? Because not good. Terror, also excellent. Single target damage. Great. Not just on top of single target for Act 1. Also because of Phantasmal Killer. 99 vulnerable for 1 mana on a single target? Sounds great. You want to deal 1.5 time damage? You want to deal 3 times. Flying is good. But we're already playing enough cards. Got the one with more. Oh. Blur is a nice choice of card. In the event that you get this on a turn where the enemy's not attacking, fear not. You get to keep that block until next turn. A lot of money, so I'm actually take it out, but could buff next turn, and this one could attack. Block. Done. It's buffing. Is an X cost card. X is however much energy you have at that moment when you play the card. Remember that, because there are many, many times where you might say, oh, play X. It's when you play the card. For example, if you have double tap on Ironclad and play Whirlwind, double tap for 1 mana, you have 3 mana left, and you play Whirlwind. At the time you played it, it was a 3-cost card. So it will play a 3-cost Whirlwind twice. There's an interesting interaction on Defect that if it comes across it, I'll talk about it in that next video. But here, Skewer, outmaneuver. If I had outmaneuver first, great, I would take Skewer. If I had Skewer, I would definitely take outmaneuver. But I have no reason to take either of these cards. Endless Agony. two block cards that I already took. Move one of my defend. Transform a card. Already got rid of one defend. Right. There, it is a card that, if discarded from your hand, draw two cards. Couldn't help it. I might take a discard card at some. I do love me a disco deck. Disco decks are great. Disco is short for discard, as if discard wasn't short enough already. Perfect. So Hexaghost on its first turn will always be like, what are you doing? And then next turn, it's going to attack. That's fine. Not attacking. Not in full prepare. That is one of the central themes of Silence is prepare. Prepare. You know what your enemy is going to do and what you should be doing. One of Silence's best cards is called Well-Laid Plans. Very appropriate. Well-Laid Plans will allow you to retain a card and upgrade and retain a card so that you can hold on to it until your next turn. Couldn't use it this turn? Next turn. Back to it. I got a discard. You always start with a discard card at Survivor. So it wasn't a total dead card. I hate this. Fair prediction. After 6 turns and the entirety of the Hexaghost lights up, it will attack 6 times again, and then upgrade all of your burn card. Instead of taking 2 damage, you will take 4. You want to kill it quickly. Obviously I didn't kill it quickly enough, but my defense is actually not bad, and my burst damage is okay. I should be able to kill it before taking too much. Done. Took only 1 turn extra. Oh, take our name. Add a card to our deck. Might be a big deck. That might be it. Shiv, let's see. Discard your hand. Discard our reflex. Take Shivs, which deal 5 damage each. Sounds like if we take Storm of Steel, we're Shiv deck. Got it. Ah. So, I've already got a cheap enough deck as it is. I've got 4 0-cost cards. I've got a lot. I've got card draw. A tiny bit of card draw. Not that much. How nice would it be if we could just blur every other turn, right? Ring of the Serpent. Places your starting relic. At the start of your turn, draw 1 additional card. I don't know if this was just a typo or oversight, because your normal draw amount is 5 on turn. And Ring of the Snake, you draw 2 additional cards at the start of combat. This says each turn draw one additional card, I have noticed that it's 2 additional cards every turn, which is great. I mean, it works out for the player. Since I have a cheap enough deck, I'm going to take the Serpent. I don't need energy. Tiny House, eh. But Ring of the Serpent. I already have an energy relic too. Every 3 turns, gain an extra energy. Why not? Ah, my fault. Well, thank you for watching. Or act.